Good evening. The Premiership season is coming towards its finale. In fact, the title race could be decided this weekend if results go Chelsea's way. But there's more to the Premier League than winning the trophy. All sorts of issues are at stake in the next 8 games we've got for you tonight. But of course, the big two came face to face this evening, and I'm not talking about Alan Hansen and Mark Lawrenson. It was first against second at Stamford Bridge. Could Arsenal halt or at least slow down Chelsea's seemingly inevitable march to the title? John Motson was there to find out.
It's one of the longest unbroken sequences in modern top-level football. Chelsea have not beaten Arsenal in the Premiership in 18 attempts. Their last victory was here at Stamford Bridge nearly 10 years ago, when Mark Hughes scored the only goal in September 1995. A lot of attention on Ashley Cole tonight, the subject of a Premier League inquiry into an alleged illegal approach by Chelsea for the Arsenal and England fullback. Chelsea have 2 targets over the next few days. Not only would 2 home wins clinch the championship, but 2 more goals would complete a century in all competitions this season. 4 of the starting lineup are in double figures. Didier Drogba has 16, Frank Lampard 15, Idago Johnson 14 and Damien Duff 10. Arsenal have kept the nearly fit again Sol Campbell on the bench. Philippe Senderos continues alongside Touré. They're without Freddie Ljungberg, who was taken off in the semi-final, so Cesc Fabregas continues on the right, and Thierry Henry is missing again. His thigh injury makes him doubtful even for next Monday's game against Tottenham. Fabregas. Good take by Vieira. He's found Lauren. Reyes coming in now. Perez! Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, an explosive start by Arsenal inside 3 minutes. Robert Perez, who scored the first goal on Saturday in the semi-final. This is Drogba for Chelsea. That was startling. Well, Robert Perez scored here in the Champions League against Chelsea last season. He nearly scored again tonight. He hit it on the volley, it beat Peter Cech and came back off the crossbar. There's a really bubbling atmosphere inside Stamford Bridge, as if the Chelsea supporters are already anticipating this title. Goodness knows what it'll be like on Saturday if they win here tonight, but there's Arsenal in the way and Vieira in the way. There goes Drogba. Touré's got to be quick. 2 Ivory Coast internationals there competing against each other in the Premiership, and Touré was quick enough. Joe Cole, the supplier. It's come out to Joe Cole. Makaleli. Cole again. Did that well. Lampard. Oh, what a good early strike by Frank Lampard. Here's Vieira. Oh, this is Fabregas. Cole. Reyes. Corner. This will bring Senderos forward, and also Touré. Played short, Perez. Bergkamp turning it in. Oh, it's rebounded nicely for Arsenal. Perez! Oh, that's a good chance, and he knows it. Well, having hit the bar just earlier, Robert Perez given an opportunity there by a ricochet off a Chelsea player initially, and an Arsenal player. And he had a good sight of goal. Didn't test Peter Cech. Oh! Manager feels that should have been in. This is Makaleli for Chelsea, and Duff on this side. Drogba to his right. Great chance for Drogba. Good stop by Lehmann, who's really run into a bit of form. the Arsenal goalkeeper since regaining his place. Drogba had a great chance. Damien Duff made it possible, found Drogba in space, but Lehmann was there, shutting down the space and saving with his feet. Now the flag has stayed down. Drogba. Oh, he's come inside this time. Squared it. Surely. No. And good Johnson. And still no. Cleared from in front of the goalkeeper. And Chelsea denied again. Good Johnson had the last chance. It looked as though Arsenal had been taken apart here, but as the pullback comes towards Lampard and Johnson, who had the second shot, it's kicked away from the 6-yard line. Lehmann just needing a bit of help there. First of all, Lauren helped him out, and then Perez was back defending. Bergkamp to Fabregas. Now there's a possible chance here for Gilberto. Good challenge by William Gallas. And then Cech comes to punch. Possibly a big moment here for Arsenal. It fell in the end for Gilberto, who just for a moment seemed to be clear, but William Gallas got across there to block the shot. Lampard with Good Johnson making a good run through to his left. This is Drogba, and now it's Joe Cole, and the goalkeeper's coming to narrow the angle. And Cole fires high and wide. But Chelsea made the extra man count there. Arsenal was sucked in a little bit. Joe Cole got away on the right. Showed a good little turn there. Just wide of the near upright. Here's Patrick Vieira. Made a slow start to this season, but certainly seems to be running into a bit of form now. This is Ashley Cole. Perez. Oh, there's good movement here by Arsenal. Bergkamp, oh, he nearly got Cole in again, and scrambled out, really, by Joe Cole for a throw on this side to Arsenal. Now Fabregas with a back heel to Perez. Not much in the centre at the moment for Arsenal. This is Reyes, though. Gallas had a lot of space there when Cech bowled the ball out to him, and he's looking for Damien Duff, and Drogba's made a run in the centre. Duff tries to get it in early. Drogba, what a chance! And he shoots wide. Well, Damien Duff really got that ball in quickly. Gallas set the move up. Drogba's the only one in there, but Duff manages to pull it back to him. And on the spin, he drives just wide. Not this time. This is Toure. Bergkamp down the centre. Glenn Johnson marking him. And Bergkamp did ever so well. Could he find Reyes? He did. Perez. Great challenge by Frank Lampard, running back into his own box. Well, sometimes a little tangle there between Bergkamp and Johnson, but when that... Oh, it was Makalele on Reyes there. He looked up, but Lampard was the man who got the real challenge in. With Johnson, back to Gallas. Drogba's waiting in the middle. Here he comes now, Drogba. Let it run for Lampard! That did look as though it would be the first goal of the evening. And it wouldn't have been a surprise from Frank Lampard. A very good dummy here by Drogba, but Lampard, usually so unerring from that position, Side-footed that one just past the post. Another moment of frustration from Mourinho. It's all rather like a game of chess at times here. This is Ashley Cole. Wasn't a good move though, was it? Lampard. Makaleli. Lampard again. Oh, he was trying to get Damien Duff through the centre. Senderos intercepted. Now it's Arsenal's turn with Vieira. Perez. Perez shot. Arsene Wenger's face still expressing some anxiety. I don't think he realistically expected to catch Chelsea in the Championship. This is Reyes. Oh, he's done well there to trick Johnson. Did Thiago catch him? Yes, referee Bennett. Oh, he's going to book Reyes, I think, for for diving or falling. Yes, it's a yellow card for the Arsenal man. He was on the line here when he got challenged by, well, Thiago, if it was anybody. Reyes went down and was yellow carded for the simulation, as the referees call it. Mourinho giving the fourth official the arm round the shoulder and making his point here. Vieira missing out to Keshman. This is Thiago. Now it's Gallas. Is there one more chance for Chelsea here? William Gallas goes down, challenged by Perez, and there is a chance. It's a free kick to Chelsea, just outside the penalty area, as we enter the first minute of stoppage time. Could we have something in the very dying seconds here to look back on? It's been left for Drogba. Oh, it's over the bar. It's a goal kick. Well, this was probably the last chance of the game, and in fact, Jens Lehmann probably had it covered. Chelsea cannot now win the league this coming Saturday against Fulham here. 1 point tonight against their London rivals and the defending champions, not enough to enable them to win it in their next game. Both teams paid each other enormous respect. Chances were few and far between, and the London derby ends at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0, which means unless Arsenal make a mess of the game against Tottenham next Monday, Chelsea may have to wait at least until they go to Bolton a week on Saturday to clinch the league.
We played very well, a very good passing game, and changed the game plan not to concede and to be very cautious on the night. And it was very important for the game that we score first, to push them into a position where they had to come out. And that was never the case. That's why the chances we missed, of course, had a big impact on the game after.
We said before the game as well, we want to keep a clean sheet, which we've done. I think first half they dominated a little bit, so we come out second half and I think we was the better side second half, but I think overall the draw was a fair result.
An outstanding performance from yourself. Do you feel under pressure at the moment?
No, I really don't. I hear people saying I feel under pressure and I can't take it, but I'm a big boy now, I'm not a little kid, and if fans want to boo me or whatever, it's fine. I just get on with it. I treat every game as it comes and play as well as I can.
I don't think in next 5 games we can't lose the championship. We are confident, and because we've been playing well this season, and I think if we take these performances tonight, we played very well, and I'm confident for the next games.
Well, Chelsea didn't end their sort of dismal record in the league against Arsenal, but a decent enough result that should just about ensure the title goes.
Almost there. The first half was a high-quality, high-tempo match. The second half, I thought Chelsea settled for a draw. First 10 minutes, as far as Arsenal were concerned, were absolutely explosive. The first 10 minutes, Pires hits the bar. It's a brilliant shot. It comes to the back post here, and Reyes is up in the air. I think against Glenn Johnson, knocks it down, and Pires comes in, hits it in the volley. Oh, and it just like decimates the crossbar. Brilliant. But then, this is Arsenal's best chance of the match. It's a mistake by John Terry. Comes to Pires here. No. He usually hits the target anyway. But it was a great start. And then the last 25 minutes of the first half, Chelsea came back into it.
It's been said by many, really, that Chelsea sometimes play a little bit negatively. I think that Wenger really intimated that there in his interview, didn't it? Is that a fair criticism of them generally? Or?
Everybody's jealous. It's a fair criticism to say that they've got too much money and too many good players, but to say they're negative is a total misconception. They're firing them in from all angles in the Champions League. In the Premiership, the goal difference is plus 50. How can that be negative? All right.
Sound that negative, doesn't it?
They're clinical and they're winners. And every manager I played under, or we played under, would have played exactly the same way the last 20 minutes of that game.
You certainly did in your day, 1-0 every game. Now, normally all the plaudits this season defensively, in terms of Chelsea, have been for John Terry, but today you picked out Carvalho.
Well, I thought Carvalho's performance was awesome, really. When you're looking at getting in position, using your pace, using your experience, it's just outstanding. This is against Reyes. He plays him down the line, goes and tackles him, wins the ball cleanly, gives Chelsea a chance to regroup. He was like that right through the match. This time it's all about reading it, quick interception, great tackle, Chelsea back in possession. And he plays it nice and simple. This one here, again, it's all about anticipation, interception, pace, reading of the game. It just goes on and on. This is a magnificent tackle when Chelsea are under the cosh. He just reads it again, comes in, and shows not only has he got pace and ability to read the game, but his tackling was impeccable as well. And the big thing about Chelsea is, right, normally when you look at a defence, you will look at one or two players every match that will bail you out of trouble. But who have they got? They've got the keeper, they've got Gallas, they've got Terry, they've got Carvalho, and they've got Makelele just in front.
What about at the other end of the pitch? I mean, we've seen Duff and Cole and Robin, obviously, electrifying pace. What about Drogba? He's £20-odd million. Has he justified that yet? Or
no.
Is jury's still out?
It's a £24 million striker that really hasn't got a lot of control. This is Carvalho again. Brilliant interception. Chelsea in possession. It's played up to Duff, played through. I think we see time and time again the finishing is not clinical. All right, you could say a great save by the keeper, but he misses so many chances. This here, when he gets it past the defender, right, we stop it there. He puts it past the defender. It's a very, very poor touch when we run it on. That touch there, poor touch. If you're a striker playing with great amount of confidence, you're in goal there and it's in the back of the net. I mean, he has a bad touch and he scored. Now, this is last 2 minutes. Why, oh why, is he taking that? When he lines up to take that, I think there's not a chance in this world that he's going to score from that position.
Should have been Lampard, shouldn't it?
Should have been Lampard, right. I am playing centre-forward for Chelsea. I'm scoring 20 goals a season. And the worry for the rest is, right, they have got that much money. I mentioned it before. Yeah. They can go and buy whoever they want to buy.
Just what I was going to say. That's what they do in the summer. Well, maybe not quite good enough. Who can we go and get? I mean, that's a worry for every other team in the Premier League.
Yeah, certainly is. Not amused. So here's how things stand in the Barclays Premiership. If Chelsea beat Fulham on Saturday and Arsenal fail to win against Tottenham 2 days later, Chelsea will be champions. Third place Manchester United lose more ground on the Gunners, while Everton stay 3 points ahead of Liverpool, who rise to 5th. Bottom side Norwich are now only 2 points from safety. The Canaries join Crystal Palace on 27 points, one behind 18th place Southampton. West Brom are just above the relegation zone thanks to their point at White's Hart Lane.
In the North London derby, Jose Antonio Reyes, the match winner. It's the first time Arsenal have done the double over Tottenham since 1989.
This could have been Arsenal's last night as champions, but with Jose Mourinho willing them on to win, they tore into Spurs immediately. Reyes played in by Van Persie.
And what a fine ball that is. Reyes is onside and could give Arsenal the lead. He should have done. Less than a minute gone. Reyes has missed a sitter.
Back came Spurs. Keane watching from the bench with Canute alongside Defoe, who brought Lehmann into action. But on 22 minutes, 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Oh, that's a great ball, and he's onside again here, Reyes. Can he finish this time? There's your answer.
Reyes took the acclaim, but Fabregas had created the goal, allowing the Spaniard to atone for his first minute howler. Then Vieira wanted a penalty. Shades of Pires against Pompey last season. This time not given. Not given either when Senderos tangled with Canute. Spurs hadn't offered much. This shambolic free kick summed up their first half, which came to an end with Van Persie showing just why he was keeping Bergkamp on the bench. After the break, Arsenal chances to make the game safe, with Bergkamp now in the fray. With 12 minutes left, Keane came on as well and should have equalised just after. And with both Arsenal and Chelsea hearts now fluttering, a late claim by Keane for handball and a penalty against Cole, again not given by Mike Riley. But though Arsenal hung on, Wenger knows the title is now Chelsea's to win at Bolton on Saturday. Jeremy Langdon, Sky Sports.
Well, I feel they fought, but in a fair way, and they tried to play football as well. And in my opinion, they are a good side, and they don't miss a lot, you know. And we needed a very good, exceptional Arsenal side, maybe through patches in the game to win this game.
I thought they played ever so well, and if you lose 1-0, you can say, okay, I can live with it. But on the other hand, it would have been nice if we would have a point, you know, and we could have a point with Robbie Keane. We put them under pressure a bit, but they also look good on the break because they are a very good team.
As long as we have 1% chance, we will fight for it, because our pride is to do anyway as well as we can, and that's why we have today 74 points. And if you look well in every league, we would be top of the league, but Chelsea has made more points, and we have to respect that.
Should you have had a penalty at the end there when Ashley Cole went down and looked possibly to have handled the ball in the penalty area?
Yeah, I've learned a nice thing in England. They always say the ball to hand or hand to ball. I don't know what this was. But if you give a corner kick, yeah, he played on. So it wasn't a free kick for them. So then it is a penalty.
For us, we have rebuilt a momentum, and it's important to keep that going.
Well, Chelsea 11 points clear of Arsenal with 12 points left to play for. Arsenal's win moves them 4 points clear of Manchester United in second. It also means Everton are guaranteed a place in Europe next season. They're fourth and chasing a Champions League place, of course, but are now assured of UEFA Cup place at worst. Spurs stay 8th, so Chelsea's celebrations on hold until at least Saturday when they play 6th place Bolton. The Chelsea fans are prepared to wait.
Brom remain in the bottom three after being beaten 2-0 by Arsenal at the Hawthorns. Robin van Persie and Edu were on target in the second half for Arsene Wenger's side.
A win was the May Day call on the May Day bank holiday as West Brom looked to become the first Midland side to beat Arsenal for 6 seasons. And they did create the better openings early on. But it was to make frustrating viewing, as West Brom were guilty of being wasteful in the Arsenal box. The 5-4-1 formation limited Arsenal, who had to wait until the 34th minute for their first effort on goal from Patrick Vieira. That seemed to spark the former champions into life, and Percy brought a smart save from Russell Holt as Arsenal looked for the win to cement second place in the table. Zoltan Gira put in Ronnie Woolwork in first half injury time. West Brom worthy of their parity at the break. They had another excellent spell after the interval, but were hit by a sucker punch on 66 minutes as Robin van Persie snatched the lead for the visitors. It looked all over 5 minutes later as Reyes skipped through, but Neil Clement cleared off the line. With 10 minutes remaining, Robson threw on 3 strikers, but it was too little too late as Arsenal wrapped up the game in injury time. Substitutes Dennis Bergkamp and Edu combining. The Gunners now have a 4-point lead over United. West Brom is still in the bottom 3. Tony Campbell, Sky Sports.
Sometimes there's no justice in the game. And I thought the way that the players went about the performance tonight and the effort that they put in, they definitely deserved something out of that game, but we didn't get any breaks, and you know, that's the way it was on the evening.
They played with a team organization who plays away from home, and with a commitment of a team who plays at home. And that made it very difficult for us, because to find an opening, especially in the first half, was very difficult. Time going on in the second half, we had a bit more space, and then I think we scored a fantastic goal, the first one, and in the end, the second goal, of course, the game was over.
We're relying on other people now, simple as that. But we've still got a good fighting chance. You know, going into the last 2 games, there's points to be won, and that's what we'll try to do.
Might you have some difficult decisions to make for the cup final with Philip Sendros and Sol Campbell, Dennis Bergkamp, Robin van Persie?
Well, yes, but it's part of a job, and the difficult decision is on Sunday, Liverpool. You know, at the moment we are concerned about the next game, and the next game is Liverpool at home, and for us the position in the Championship is very, very important.
So it is the pursuit of second for Arsene Wenger that is really concerning him, and a 4-point advantage now over Manchester United, and there are just 3 games in the season remaining for those top clubs. And at the bottom, just 2 games left now. And how tight is this? Norwich and West Brom on 30 points, Palace and Southampton on 31. 2 games left to play.